Nice one for the mantelpiece there. So
yeah.
I know I've seen you around on the Open Series a few times. Nice big finish here with the trophy. And playing Blue, White, Red Flash. So what led you to decide to play Blue, White, Red Flash for today's tournament?
Well, I didn't really like any of the decks in Standard. I felt like it was the best of a bunch of bad choices. But, I mean, it's my kind of deck. It's a deck that has a lot of play to it. Like, it's a deck that I felt like I could play well.
Sure.
And I have a lot of experience with this kind of deck, so I thought it was a pretty easy choice.
All right, well, what did you think of your finals matchup going into it? Were you, more excited to be playing against Experiment Jund than the Reanimator deck, or?
Well, the Reanimator deck is a horrible matchup. I actually lost to Joe Lossa playing Reanimator round 1, so I was thrilled that I got to play against Jund Aggro. Not that Jund Aggro is a good matchup. Of the aggro decks, it's actually probably one of the scariest decks with Naya Humans. But, I mean, it was definitely not a match I hated seeing in the finals.
Right, given the option, certainly the one you wanted there.
Exactly.
Okay. Over the course of the previous 9, or I guess 11 rounds even, including the rest of the top 8, which match do you think was your toughest?
Well, round 1 I actually lost to Joe Lossa playing Reanimator, so that's probably the toughest. Other than that, the only games I lost were to Jund.
Oh.
I lost 2 games to Jund, and I 2-0'd every other match, so.
There was definitely a heavy Jund presence in the room. I know I saw it. It was like littering all over the top tables. A lot of people on Jund or even Jund-ish decks, like the Experiment Jund is sort of Jund, and then various other opponents. So yeah, Blue, White, Red managed to triumph, I guess, a few times over the course, even though you had some dicey ones.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it's a great deck. I think it's the best deck, so I would definitely recommend it.
Excellent. Would you make any changes if you were playing the tournament again, perhaps?
I played a lot on Moto, hence the Electrickeries in my sideboard, where Naya Humans is one of the most popular decks, and Electrickery happens to be maybe the best card against Naya Humans. I think you could shave some in favor of maybe cards that improve the Jund match, but you already don't have that many cards to board out against Jund, so it's hard to board a lot of cards in. So.
Makes sense. Well, the Legacy Open's going to start pretty soon. Are you playing in it?
I am.
What's your archetype of choice?
I just decided I didn't want to play any good cards in my deck, so I'm playing Dredge.
Mission accomplished.
I have no Brainstorm, no Deathrite, no card that is good.
Very few Magic cards, I think we can safely say.
Yeah, I do not plan on playing Magic for the next 8 rounds or whatever.
All right, well, good luck with that.
All right, thanks. I just want to give a shout out to Joe Loster. He's always there for me with decks. Great guy. Shout out to Action Comics. That's the store I play at.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Congratulations once again.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to the booth with Cedric and Osa before we close out for a break before the Legacy Open.
All right.
Congratulations again to Devyn March on a very impressive run to a Standard Open championship here.